Michael Dixon set to kick off.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
About 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Number 4.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the number 1 seed.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Javon Kinlaw on the
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
The running back.
They call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
On 4th down, here's the option.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The Wildcat.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19-yard
line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 72 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
38-yard
So
line.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
57 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Seahawks 14, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
34-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his kick is right through.
Next to score, Seahawks 21, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big gain there on 3rd and long.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, 49ers 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right.
A toss play.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54, right there, 54 miles. Let's go, tight end, let's go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they give this time to the tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
The pass.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now they try the right side here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This is taken at the 18. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And he's got Rome. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 30 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On the play. It's now 4th.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, go from Tel Aviv.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
42.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
18 yards, first down Niners.
First down, San Francisco.
19 Tiger. Check. 60 Bison.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
The 49er first down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On play action, they'll throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Whip. Watch the whip. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, 57's right. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
24-yard
Now
line.
the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and goal.
They'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
Do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go.